But now it's over to Shayna.
So we'll give you a Christmas mug.
Thank you.
We've new Christmas.
Shayna, drink that stuff out of it and just we'll
and then we'll pass it on. Recycle. We're so good here. Okay, for the past 5 weeks, as you know, our wonderful therapist Brian Colbert has been helping 3 viewers on 3 different emotional journeys. The 3 ladies. How did you get on with them? How did they get on?
They're getting on great. You know, we've dealt with different issues from working through grief to lack of confidence to poor self-image. But they're doing really good, and we just want to up the ante now. We want to take it to another level.
And you call these the obstacles. I suppose everybody in life, every single person has some sort of obstacles or blocks that allow them to just be free or live or...
Absolutely, yeah, and it's time for them now. We're going to literally put the cook in the kitchen. We're going to test their work.
I love it, because you're setting a challenge for them, and 3 of them are going to get involved in the challenge together. So what is it?
Absolutely. It's going to be an event. It's going to be held here in RT. Basically, they're going to have a little social evening where they're going to invite a number of people to the event, and they're going to host it. They're going to meet and greet. They're going to do a little presentation, and they're going to do some makeup as well. So each of them are going to have their own little tasks, but basically each of them are going to challenge where they are actually challenged. So they're going to put themselves right in where the furnace is.
Okay, so for some people they might sort of go, well, that's not difficult, but for each one of these women, this actually is putting them into their equivalent of hell. This is a nightmare scenario for them.
Absolutely. This is a big challenge. This is no easy challenge for these guys. This is something that will test their mettle big time and test the work that we've done.
Well, each of them you've given a different role. So let's look at Tammy. Let's remind everybody of our 3 emotional makeover contendants or candidates. Okay, the first lady is Tammy. Now, she's from South Africa?
Yeah, Tammy's from South Africa, and basically her main problem was dealing with grief. She was overwhelmed by a situation with the loss of her sister, and what actually happened, the consequence of that, she actually withdrew from the world, and she has a tendency literally not to re-engage with the world. What we're doing with this event is going to put her right back where she actually needs to re-engage, and she needs to focus, and she needs to be in control, and she needs not to react or become overwhelmed. So we need to get her very relaxed and very much in control.
Okay, so let's have a look at how she reacted to this engagement or challenge that she's going to be involved in. Have a look at this.
I'm like, oh my God, an event. I don't know if I can cope. Everything's just been going so mad for me. I've just been so busy. I haven't stopped, so it's a little bit overwhelming. I feel a little bit nervous because my part in it is that they want me to host, be the host for the evening. I've just decided that I'm not going to panic about it. I'm excited. I'm ready for it. So bring it on.
Okay, so her challenge is she's going to host the evening.
She's going to meet and greet. She's going to literally stay focused, have a plan, and be able to deliver it so she can enjoy the evening as well herself.
And try not to get overwhelmed.
And to avoid being overwhelmed,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, talk to me about Louise.
Louise, basically, Louise's situation is that she had a very strong negative self-image. She didn't like herself at all, and the fear, absolute panic of actually being in a social situation. So if she's gone out of an evening, she would plan and spend hours trying to work out how she's got to come across, and the entire evening would be destroyed by the very fact she's so fearful.
And she's so worried about what people are thinking of her.
People would
What's her challenge in this night?
Right, her big challenge in this night is she's going to do a little presentation, okay? Basically, and in that presentation, what we want her to do is to, rather than always pleasing people, we want to make sure that she enjoys it, she connects with it, and she relaxes into it as well, because most of what she does is offer other people because she's so concerned about how she's coming across.
Okay.
We want her to be able to relax, to engage, to enjoy fun, enjoy the evening, and literally feel good about it as well.
Okay, that's interesting. So rather than just tell her you're doing a presentation, you go, you're doing a presentation, but you have to enjoy it. There's your challenge.
That's the critical thing.
Okay, and stop thinking about what others think about you.
Absolutely.
We told Louise what she was doing. Let's see how she reacted.
I've been asked to talk about a subject which is one that I'm keenly interested in, and it's actually going to be my new career path from January onwards, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It involves the whole world of baby sign language. I'm going to talk about the benefits of it and a little bit about the background of the whole concept and about my experiences with it so far. And certainly my exercises and my meetings with Brian have given me, you know, the confidence to go for this.
Okay, so Louise, it's not about just doing it, it's about enjoying it as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, Elaine. Our last
Right, Elaine's big thing was that basically she had an event in her childhood that forced her to withdraw. Basically she withdrew from the world effectively and lost out on building the skill of actually creating conversation and making friends. Her big thing is to make friends with people. So what we're going to do is going to put her into a situation whereby she has a very big interest in beauty, and basically one of her interests is that. So we're going to get her to do some makeup during the task, okay? But what we want her to be able to do is to engage in the conversation and to carry conversation, a one-to-one conversation, and actually move it to a higher level. So that
Okay.
actually ends up at the end of it having some friends, not just acquaintances, but friends.
So her purpose is to chat to people, but the makeup is sort of her comfort zone to
we
allow
see-
her to do that.
Absolutely. We need to give her a little bit of a crutch to make sure that basically, and by the way, it's something that she wants to do and something worth looking at as well. So we're kind of deliberately putting it in there to make sure that she can just take a taste of it and see how well she can actually do.
Okay, well, let's see what she thought.
With the event coming up, I'm really nervous about it, but I'm looking forward to it as well because I haven't seen Tammy and Louise since the first show, so it'll be great to do something together and have a good chat as well. For the event, I'm going to be doing people's makeup. It's going to be very strange because I haven't done people's makeup in, I say, about 3 years. I'm a trained beauty therapist, but I never really got into it.
She seems quite confident with that. Of all of them, she sort of seems comfortable.
She's getting very casual. We're going to test her. That's what we're going to
Excellent.
do.
Wonderful stuff. Well, we'll be finding out all about that next week. Brian is going to be staying with us till the end of the show because after the break, he's going to show us one technique that has been proven and that he uses in his work to help get over self-confidence. He's used it with some of our guys here. He used it with Louise and she said she loved it. Helps you with self-confidence, helps you with weight loss and helps you stop smoking. I'm quite intrigued by it. Don't miss that. We won't say anything about it yet. We'll see him after the break and we'll see what that is. We'll go to more in the meantime.
Well, thanks, Shane. It sounds great. Now, in just a minute, a quick and easy way to give a vegetarian friend some and we'll announce the winner at the end of the show.
Okay, before the break, if you may remember, we told you about one exercise that could help you stop smoking. It could help you lose weight. It could help you gain self-confidence. Brian, I have to say, Louise, you were talking with her about gaining self-confidence last week.
Sure.
She told me about this exercise last week that you're about to do. And she was so adamant and confident that this was helping change her self-image. And that was it.
Yeah, because it did. That's literally exactly what it did do. It changed her self-image.
And this is what it's basically setting a new image for yourself that's nice and good and positive over the old one that you beat yourself up with.
It's effectively redecorating the inside of your head, for want of a better word. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, let's go through it. Bring us through the exercise.
Yeah. Okay, very simply. Okay, basically what you want to do is to think about how you look at yourself right now. So everyone has an image inside their mind of how they actually look. So if that's someone that's working with confidence or someone that's working with being overweight or someone that's working with smoking, they see themselves as a smoker. Okay, so
they see their body, they see their picture, and they're there with the cigarette.
Exactly. So they're looking inside their mind, and generally, typically, because they're not happy with that, they're going to see a darker, dimmer, maybe hazy image as well of who they are. Most certainly, it's not going to give them a good feeling, that's for sure, because they're not happy with it.
Okay, can we say, just as you're starting this, if you want to try this at home, just give it a go just before we start. So step one,
very simply,
create your negative image of yourself.
Yeah, don't even create it, it's already there.
Okay.
Okay, so think about yourself, how you look at yourself as a smoker or as lacking in confidence or whatever it is.
Or overweight or whatever.
Exactly, you can close your eyes to do that. Okay, then just set that aside. And what I want you to do then is to think about yourself as being really, really confident or smoke-free or healthy or slimmer or fitter or whatever it is you want. So you think about yourself, how would that look? And make the picture, just think about it, make it bigger or brighter or closer or near. Really draw it in so you actually begin to run the feelings that go with that. So how good would it feel if you actually looked fantastic? Okay, so once you've got that done, what I want you to do is to look at the existing image of yourself. We'll call it the negative image.
So your eyes have to be closed now?
Your eyes are closed now at this point. And at that point when you're looking at that, right in the center of the image, just imagine a tiny white dot. Just a little tiny white dot in the center of the image. As you're doing that, imagine that dot starting to open out, a bit like a flower unfolding, okay? And as it opens out, just imagine yourself stepping right into it with that new image, that beautiful image, that happy image, that smoke-free image, that confident image, whatever it is. Just imagine stepping right into it, okay, so that it fills the entire image. As soon as that happens, open up your eyes, then close your eyes immediately again, okay? Now we're going to do the same thing again. Think of the existing image, the poor image. See the little tiny dot in the center of it. Allow it to begin to open up again. As it begins to open up and fill with white, step in with a beautiful image. Imagine that strong, healthy, happy image, that positive image. Let that really step into it. Let it fill your entire mind. Open up your eyes and close your eyes again. Once you've done that, go back to the old image again. And we're going to do this for 7 times at least, okay? 7 times. So basically you look at the image, look at a little tiny dot, let it open out wide. Take in the beautiful image, the strong image, the healthy, the happy image. Let yourself feel what it feels like. Look at what you see, hear and feel. Open up your eyes, close your eyes again. Do it again. Go back to the image again and let yourself see it as it is. See the opening as it begins to open up. Step right in.
Okay.
Nice and happy.
Louise was adamant about